So, back from the VGC guide, and this time we are looking at Ogerpon. It's definitely more viable in Regulation F than it was back in Regulation E. This is coming from someone who is the only person to find success with Ogerpon in Regulation E. Getting that top 4 in Toronto was awesome. This is the exact spread that I used to get top 4 in that Toronto tournament. I can't remember what the spread does, like defensive-wise. I just know that it outspeeds a Landorus, Therian, even the Jolly ones. So you could definitely get the Teal Mask, boost, get the Grass type boost. That's not even right. Get the Speed boost, going for your Grass Terror. Nailed it, first try. To be able to outspeed a Choice Scarf Landorus, just absolutely guaranteed. I know that some people still run Jolly Choice Scarf Landorus for some reason, because they just don't like doing damage. But I just wanted the insurance on that team. Then attacking-wise, 76 plus does something on Ogerpon. It's on most Ogerpons. I can't remember what it does. But I trust my past self. And this was a spread that I brought to a tournament and found success. So, trust me as well. Ivy Cudgel, of course, is guaranteed. Spiky Shield is basically guaranteed at this point. I used Stomping Tantrum and Swords Dance in the Toronto one. That's not the correct set. It's definitely Superpower. It's absolutely Superpower in Regulation F. Because that hits Incineroar harder, and actually has the potential to just straight up one-shot if you have got a Defiant boost after they come and intimidated you. So, Superpower absolutely over Stomping Tantrum. Stomping Tantrum is still definitely viable, but Superpower is surely better. Follow Me is a busted move. I didn't need it for the team that I used in Toronto, but it's just objectively correct to run on Ogerpon. All the Ogerpons. Follow Me is a very good move. I used Razor Claws back in Toronto as well to get the 50% crits on Ivy Cudgel. That's still got to be one of the best items to go on Ogerpon. Scope Lens is the same thing. You can use Scope Lens, but I prefer Razor Claw. So you can get some absolutely massive damage. Basically, the Razor Claw is almost, like how I see it, is it's basically doing as much damage as the masks do. Like the Wellspring, Half Flame, and Cornerstone Mask. They give a 1.2 times boost. Razor Claw gives a 50% boost 50% of the time. That is technically a 25% boost on average, which is more than the masks give. Therefore, it's stronger. So it's absolutely worth using. If you want an even stronger boost, Life Orb is absolutely worth it. Get that absolutely massive damage. With this spread, you're not guaranteed to KO the defensive Incineroars if they've intimidated you to +1. Life Orb will get it every single time, there's no question asked. So Life Orb is absolutely worth considering. If you are going Life Orb, don't even bother with any kind of bulk. Just go max attack, max speed. You don't need to worry about anything else. Just do as much damage as you can possibly do. Ivy Cudgel will be able to OHKO a lot of things with the Life Orb, with the Grass Terror, and if you got to +1, that's a lot of damage. So Life Orb is absolutely worth considering. Just keep in mind you'll have no bulk. So you are going to be a very, very big glass cannon. This is not. This spread can take some hits, like enough hits for sure. Life Orb definitely doesn't. If you're concerned about taking hits, definitely go with Focus Sash instead. Because Ogerpon's bulk is fine, but if you are just grass, you don't have any kind of like extra defensive typings like the grass and water one, it can get its special defense boost and it really doesn't need the Focus Sash in the slightest. This may need to on some teams because its bulk is okay, but there's a lot of things that will still OHKO it without any kind of investment, but maybe you still need to go max speed. And obviously the moves are not a recommended moveset, these are just other good moves to have on Ogerpon. Ivy Cudgel is absolutely guaranteed, Spiky Shield is basically guaranteed. Maybe you drop it if you really need extra support stuff, but otherwise these are just other good moves to have. Swords Dance, I did mention, that was on the Toronto I used in Toronto, and I would have it over Follow Me. That would be the correct place to put the Swords Dance if you feel like Ogerpon should be your setup Pokemon. Otherwise, Taunt's a good move, shuts down all the shenanigans, starts all the sporting moves. Encore's really good, specifically on the faster Ogerpon, almost certainly on the Focus Sash one, because then you'll be able to outspeed things, lock them down if they've gone for Protects or if they've gone for setup, then you can outspeed and Encore them. And you'll be able to easily outspeed them if you go for your Grass Terror, getting that speed boost as well. So Encore is absolutely worth considering. But Follow Me is just so busted, it probably should be Follow Me. And it's going to be really nice to see Ogerpon already starting to pick up, maybe even more as Regulation F unfolds.